Hey, just want to make a quick video about some of these things. I hope you guys read this. Some of you might have just clicked on the link and just started going. One of the things I'm trying to do right now is, I don't really actually need summer work, to be honest. We're using this as a way to get everyone up to the same page. I've got a bunch of students who took a full year with me, and they learned a lot about a bunch of different things, and they're going to have a huge leg up on everyone who's in this. But this course is really for everyone, even if you have no experience. Okay, so I'm trying to get all of you to pass the AP exam. So this coursework will be real easy for all my returning students, but for those of you who have not done any programming at all, it's very important that we start right from the beginning with this idea. So I wanted to talk about this philosophy that I want you to use. There's three main things I want you guys to try to really internalize. I want you to actually embrace this, okay? Because this might not seem like a big deal, but right now you guys are on the precipice of starting down a path that could end up being your whole life. And every single field of study now is relying more and more on computers. And if you can't fix computers or write code yourself, you're going to have to pay someone to do that. And if you want to get hired, you need to get this skill so that when people say, oh, I can code, I can do that, I can write this software, I don't need to hire it out, that makes you valuable. Okay, I'm not saying that you're all going to be programmers, but I'm just saying, like, understanding this mode of thinking is going to help you so much. So the first thing is, every time you make a mistake, it's an opportunity to learn. Okay, so the more times you make mistakes, the smarter you're going to get. I know you guys, especially the AP students, they really hate getting things wrong, and they want to know the answer, and they want the teacher to show them the answer so that they got it right. But that doesn't actually matter. I don't care about the answer, and you shouldn't care either. What you should care about is the process and how we got to that answer. And so what I want you to do is just run your code, run your code, run your code, run your code. Every time you make a mistake, you're going to figure out what you did wrong. Okay, so that's actually the best thing to do. So don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are good. All right. The other thing is, don't become a copy paster. Okay, I also know how to use copy paste. See, look, I could copy this and then paste this somewhere else. I actually didn't copy pasted this. I typed all of this myself. There's two reasons for that. One is that, well, you're not going to learn if you're just copying someone's code and pasting it. All right, it does save us time, but my objective is not to get this done. My objective is to get this understood. Okay, so I want you guys to really slow down, and I don't give you a lot of work. And this class isn't going to be a lot of work. It'll be hard, though, if you're not actually learning. If you're not paying attention to what you're typing and you're just copying and pasting, you're going to get stuff done, but it's going to get harder and harder. And if you don't do this from the beginning, if you start doing that and you get behind at the beginning, it's just going to be a really long year, and you might end up hating computer science. So again, you will copy and paste to save time. So what I'm saying is, in general, we avoid using copy paste. But if you're just doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to copy and paste to save time. Yeah, of course. What I'm saying is, if I tell you to write a program to draw a star, don't just go on the internet, find a program for how to draw a star, copy it, paste it, and submit it. And trust me, you know who you are. Now, the last one is to run your code. Well, you don't have to do it after every line, but early and often. Okay. A lot of times especially when you are using code from somewhere else and you're trying to find code to fit in what you need as you get more advanced, you might not actually need every line of code. So you need to get in there and write down and run the code after every line so you can figure out what's going on. Okay, so when I get you here and you start typing, this only has one thing, but after you type in your code, just run it. Okay, and it doesn't work, and it'll tell you what your error is. And this is kind of where it goes. You go, oh, I misspelled hello. No, that's actually not the error. It's still a lot of stuff is going on here. So what I forgot to do is to put this quote here. Okay. Oh, it works. Okay, so my point is that I want you to make these mistakes. I want you to get okay with them. Don't beat yourself up. I just want you to get used to making mistakes, figuring out what you did wrong, and correcting them. That's how you're going to learn, and that's how you're going to have a good time in this class. Okay? Alrighty. Well,